Welcome to James Linnaeus' channel. I don't really have a name right now, kind of just started, but first video, first time for everything. And speaking of first, here I am talking about my first ever kendama called the Krom Pop. So basically, I just want to give like a little background story of what the kendama is. So the kendama is basically this Japanese toy that has these cups on it on the side and on the bottom, and then it has a ball that is attached to the string to this doohickey. We'll call it a doohickey for now. It has a legitimate name called the Ken and then a Serato, and it's all complicated. But anyways, so yeah, this toy originated from like the 1800s all the way down to the 1900s, and it became huge. It was a lot of time killing, and it was like just a perfect toy to use and actually use your body and actually get very physical and active when you're actually playing with this toy. I think it's so much fun. You can get so many different colors, so many different shapes, so many different sizes. I believe it's probably one of the best toys I ever bought, one of the best toys that ever come in my life, one of the best toys that I believe you should get too, because it has so many different varieties and so much fun. It's unbelievable how much time I put into this, how much money I put into this, but how many good friends I made over it too. I've met so many people throughout so many different stages in my life, especially in high school. I met a lot of people who used a kendama. That's where I got my first one. I got introduced in high school when I was about a freshman or so, somewhere along that line. Yeah, it was really sick. I really enjoyed it, and I started buying so many more. There's this blue one I have, like I just showed you. There's red, green, yellow. There's so many different ones. There's so much fun. But enough of my ranting, enough of my nonsense. I'm gonna go in a little bit on the Krom Pop Edition. It's called. So for this one, basically, this was my first one. I loved it so much. I thought I had a blast with it. I beat the crap out of this one. I put so much time into this kendama to make sure I was good. We'll go over the box later. There's a few interesting things in there, but not as interesting as the actual toy itself. So yeah, so with the kendama, like I said, you have these three cups on the side and then one on the bottom, the ball attached with the string. Now, this kendama in particular is probably one of the smallest models you can get, so this is where it becomes interesting. That's when the cups come into play, and that's when the hole at the bottom of the ball comes into play, so it'll go into the spike. So basically, like what I was saying earlier, was you have the ken, and then you have the dama, hence the name kendama, right? So this ken part is basically the main part where you're going to be holding all the time, and you're going to be doing flips and stuff and whatnot, and you're going to be trying to introduce different ways to land a ball on the cup, land a ball on the spike, land it at the bottom, so on and so forth. So basically, like I said, there's this ken and then there's the dama. The dama itself, or tama, actually, correction, is where you're going to get most of your trick ideas from. You can do a lot of things. You can hold the tama and land it like there. You can land it right here, or you can hold it and still spike it. There's so many different creations that you can do and so many different tricks that you can do and learn yourself on a day-to-day basis with this toy. So this was my first one because it is such a simplistic design. It is super nice, it is super round, it is perfect. I think it fits the holes perfectly. It lands on the tom really nice. It also has a really good long spike, so you're not messing up on any tricks or anything like that. It has a really nice hole at the bottom as well. And that's about it, honestly, for the ken itself. But for the tama, the tama is really fun too because it has like this like smooth, nice, like non. It's like kind of lacquered, I guess you could say, and it's really smooth for you to land your cups on here, so nothing will just slide off. And you're gonna have to have a lot of balance in this game. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to introduce you to that, and then I wanted you to introduce you into the actual box itself. So this is why I find it interesting. The box actually includes a couple of things into it, including the kendama, obviously, some tutorials. So you get some other things too that's really helpful. So say if you're playing and say you have a little brother or a cat or a dog or something, a pet, and they accidentally snip the string or something like that, you have extra string in here so that you're able to take care of that issue. And you can just look up on YouTube like how to look or how to fix your string, how to get it done easily. There's multiple things also in here. Like there's some posters, there's some stickers, there's some cool other things. But yeah, you can also see at the bottom that they have different colors and that's why the pop was probably my first one, because I knew I can get different colors. The blue one, the light blue, actually appealed out to me the most. I think it was the coolest color, and yeah, that's about it.